Hello everyone and welcome back to IPL Trivia Fever with your host Priyadarshan. I'm here to do the pre-match review for today's very exciting clash, that is the Kings 11 Punjab taking on the Kolkata Knight Riders. Right now Kolkata has occupied the fourth spot on the points table and Punjab trying to make their way to the top 4. They are at the 5th position right now. Punjab is at 10 points, whereas the Kolkata Knight Riders, because of their last win against DC, has put them at 12 points. So this is a very important match for even other teams. Teams like Rajasthan, which have won their match yesterday, they are also at 10 points and they will be waiting to get into the top 4. So it is a very important match and it's also very important. And the top 3 teams, which are Mumbai, Delhi and the Royal Challengers Bangalore, all of these 3 teams have actually lost their last match, which has kept them at bay at only 14 points. So none of the teams have been able to move on to 16 points. So the Kolkata Knight Riders would like to join that league and win this match and also be at 14 points, so that then it's a question of net run rate and how the teams will be placed. Now, if we actually go to see the history of the IPL since its inception, the Kolkata Knight Riders have played the Kings 11 Punjab on 26 occasions, out of which Kolkata has won the match 18 times and Punjab has won it only 8 times. So now, obviously, that will be playing on the mind of some players, but obviously they will come with a fresh frame of mind and be ready to just perform well in the match for today. Now, when we talk about the Punjab bowling lineup, their leading wicket taker has been Mohammad Shami with 17 wickets. Whereas for Kolkata, the story has been a bit different. It isn't the very expensive Pat Cummins who has been the wicket taker. Rather, it has been the Indian spinner Varun Chakravarti who's their leading wicket taker with 12 wickets. So it's going to be a clash of spin versus pace, and it's good to see that Pat Cummins came into some good form in the previous match, and he sealed off things very well for the Kolkata Knight Riders. But when we're obviously speaking about the Punjab team, they're coming from 4 wins, so they're on an all-time high, and they really, the way they are playing, they really want to make their way into the top 4. So again, now the issue arises of Mayank Agarwal. He missed the last match due to the injury in the previous match. So whether he will be there in the playing 11 or not is still a big question. Now it is very essential for him to be a part of the playing 11 because he and KL Rahul give that head start to Punjab, which they really require. And then you have a Chris Gale coming in at 1 down to start hitting those shots. So now, when we're talking about the Kolkata team, it's really good to have Naren back into the squad. But it's even better to have an informed Naren into the squad. Not only did he perform with the ball in the previous match, but when he came to bat, he also managed to score 60 runs, so which cannot be neglected. And I feel that batting position, I feel now the batting lineup looks a little better. I like the fact that Kolkata has started off with the right-left combination for the opening pair, that's Shubman Gill and Nitish Rana. I feel they should keep that going. And Rahul Tripathi is a very good option for a 1 down batsman. Then you have a Dinesh Karthik coming in. After that, you have a Sunil Narine. Then you have a Ian Morgan. And after that, Pat Cummins to do some backhand hitting. And we know Lockie Ferguson can also swing the bat pretty well. So I feel now this Kolkata team has found its playing 11. It's sad to see the big man Andrew Russell missing out on this action, but as they say, like if it's not your day, it's fine to let someone else have theirs. But obviously Andrew Russell not being there has he isn't missed in the team because of the way Lockie Ferguson is bowling and the way Naren is batting. So that whole all-rounder, the missing from the team is not that loss isn't felt very much. So it's going to be a very tough match. I feel it's going to go down to the last over. Maybe we might have a super over again, or you never know, 2 super overs as well, as we have had in this IPL. So since I am a Kolkata fan, well, I am going to be a bit biased by saying I want KKR to win. But yes, as I've told in one of my previous videos as well, that Punjab is my second favorite team for this IPL, and it is one of the main reasons is the man who's leading it, KL Rahul. I feel he's a very elegant player. He takes calculated risks, and he can actually see his team through the line. So it's going to be a tough one, and I would like to see. I really like the fact that Ian Morgan has now decided to give himself the role of the last man standing. So even though he doesn't score a lot of runs, but he makes sure that he is there at the end of the innings. So that's really good. Dinesh Karthik in the previous match against Punjab had managed to score a 50. and also Shubman Gill had scored a 50, and they had Prasidh Krishna who took 3 wickets in that match. So it'll be good to see these guys if they can also pick up from where they left. And in the previous encounter in this year's IPL, when Punjab faced Kolkata, Kolkata won the match, but they won the match only by 2 runs. So it's going to be a close one, and it was the last ball where they needed 6 runs to win, and Glenn Maxwell whacked it for a 4. So I still remember that match, and so it's going to be a close one, and I feel everyone's going to enjoy this encounter. So I will be back tomorrow with the pre-match review for tomorrow's match. So do stay tuned. If you have any suggestions or you want me to talk about some particular players or particular teams, please leave it in the comments below. Please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. I will be back tomorrow. So till then, all the best to all the fans out there, and I think it's time for some IPL action.